Alright, I'm buying a ton of potions. The reason for it is because when you make it into Gizmaluke's grotto, you need to heal the enemies. Horrible. I know, you're such a terrible person. How could you? But it's a necessity. So, we've made it out here, and welcome! It's time for another exciting episode of the joystick movement. So the reason you're doing this is if you were kicking up steps, you would see leaves running around like this. That increases your step counter. Whereas if you do the joystick movement, you don't actually kick up any leaves. And this is important because the way that the RNG works for random encounters is it does a random number based on the number of steps that you take. Moving like this and not kicking up any leaves ensures you're not taking any steps, so nothing is counting towards it. I'm honestly wanting to do Chocobo Forest first, and I'm moving towards Q's Marsh. I'm gonna save since I made it here. I'm not gonna bother with it right now, because we need to get Quina. Quina? Quinoa. We're getting... Can I name him Quinoa? Her Quinoa?
We named him, wasn't it, last time?
I thought we just kept the normal name. Yeah, we're going with Quinoa.
Oh, we did Kima. That's on my game save. Meta.
Metal. So, there's Mugu Pan. I don't know the name of the Moogle. So, run up here and just run straight up. Don't have to worry about any turning left or right, because you're in a different Q's Marsh. And here's Quina. However, you can't actually trigger him until you pick up a frog. And then all of a sudden, he's all happy because sniff, sniff, you have frog? No, it's you got frog, sorry. Frog's very good! Mmm! So, this is the only name that I'm going to change. Your name is now Quinoa. Quinoa, the Quina Quen. Only name I'm gonna change, promise. So, we've acquired quinoa. Delicious. If you were hungry with Mugugai Pan, quinoa. So we go back to Quail's. No, Quail's the... Oh, no, Quail is him. Go back to Quail's place, and Quail's like, you go be best gourmand on all Earth! Or Gaia. Yeah, this isn't Earth, it's Gaia. Sorry, guys. Biscuits and gravy? I mean, okay, I guess it makes sense. Considering your heritage. So, he's giving you information that there's marshes all over the world. I think there's 3 or 4 marshes? So you can catch almost all the frogs in one marsh, and it doesn't affect the marshes on the other continents. Oh, I'm surprised there aren't potatoes with you then. So this is another insight to Vivi. His grandfather used to be a Q. Q? So it's actually really funny. I forgot what happened with them, but Quail banished his grandfather or something? I don't really remember. I know not that bigot. His name was Quan. You're supposed to hit him. Because all you do is hit the Quan. So he says he doesn't know him, and then says we're from the same tribe. So, yeah, totally telling the truth. At any rate, doesn't matter. Just a little bit of storyline. You end up going to Quan's dwelling later on. There's Stelazio that you need for this quest. This challenge. And that's a little while down the line. So, you finally acquired Quinoa. You want to make sure Quinoa has the needle fork, for sure. And probably the highest defenses. So, steepled hat's good. The glass armlet, I believe, is what you'd want. This is whatever. But you want to make sure that he's got glass buckle. And the reason for it is for add status. Now, with add... I don't think... High tide's not too bad. We'll do high tide for now. And antibody. Alright, gonna make sure that everybody else has stuff that they need. She can have antibody. And he can have antibody. Alright, everybody else is good. So, the reason why you want to do that is the glass buckle comes with add status. You need to have add status active, otherwise the status that's on the weapon doesn't activate. Now, as for frog catching, you can't capture a frog that is in the water, so you kind of have to trick them, I guess, and be fast enough. I'm terrible at this, as certain people that have played this game with me can attest to. But one of the important things about this minigame in particular is you don't want to catch all the frogs. You want to make sure that there's at least a male and a female, because if you have a male and a female frog in a marsh, they reproduce faster. Hey, I got an ore! Now I can go find another friendly... So this is a female. I'm going to keep it, because I do believe that the other female I was watching is up there. Look at that, I got an ether. Awesome. Alright. Keep on going around. I don't think that the frogs change. So even with that little special scene of thank you, Master Quail crud, you know what, I'm actually gonna bypass it. I'm done. I think the next reward tier isn't for 5 frogs or something. So we're good here. And we're going to just exit back out. And the way you do that, just run straight back down. Really easy to navigate this marsh. The other marshes are really weird. Like, one of them, the only way for you to get out is to run, or the only way for you to get to the cabin is to go up and then right. A third of the way through the grassy area. Quagmire? Quan? Did I already say Quan? How am I supposed to say it? They didn't call that Yu-Gi-Oh card Go Gaga Gigo. Wait, Joe Jaga Jijo. Did they? Chocobo Hot and Cold. And what that is you ride Choco around, and there are different... You can basically keep pressing square anywhere. And if you are close to a treasure, Choco will tell you. And your job is to dig up as many treasures as you can. The maximum of 8 per round. Bless you, cat. So, Mene is basically pawning off Choco over to you. Choco's terrified of you, but doesn't matter. So, I think you have to go find the Chocobo tracks first to call Choco. Then you can come back. Because they're mean. I really hope there are tracks nearby. There are! There they are! I'm gonna run. Okay, so the important item here are... I don't know how to pronounce this word, so I'm gonna call them Kaisal. But these greens are important because if you stand on these tracks that are here, and you use one, you get to summon your Chocobo from anywhere in the world. And then you can go back inside. I said items. I pluralized it. Are you making fun of my lisp? And so here, you get to ask what the big secret is. Yeah, I did. I know my mouth. So, Choco chose you. You now have Choco forever. 60 gil per game, and you get to dig up items, and you get to keep the items. And amazing music coming up. So here you've got the tutorial, and pretty much you just move around, you dig. I'm not Booker T. And then there are 4 different tiers. Que means there's nothing nearby. 1H and an exclamation and question mark means that it's not that it's far away. There is an item nearby. 3H's means you're really close. And then all caps, hooray, you found it. And then you just keep spamming square until you dig the item up. So let's begin. Look at that. There's an item right near me. And as you level up Choco's beak, he digs faster and digs for more amounts, I guess. So there are very key parts. It's not randomly spread out everywhere. So I know... Oh, early on you'll get massive depths, like 50s and 60s. Those are either really useful items or Chocographs, which stone with patterns because you don't know what the item is yet. Choco just gained a bunch of power with his beak. And found another potion. So I said that the max items are 8. In this zone, especially this early on, you might not actually run into 8. However, when you find 4 items, Mene comes over, congratulates you because you're apparently an amazing detective, and gives you double points for every item you find and 10 more seconds. Which is perfectly fine here, but not if you end up trying to do this in the final digging area, the Chocobo Sky Garden, because you'll find out later. I'm not going to find it before time runs out. So then all the points get added up. Hooray. Later on, you'll find Chocobo Lagoon. You can farm more points there. And the reason you want to farm points is there are items that you can purchase from Mene. And some of those items end up becoming important. So you can check your current points. and you get points for every item that you find. Points don't go away unless you buy something. And these are the different items that you can get. Protect Ring, super important. That is definitely one of the items you're going for. Vilchin's card is just another card. I don't remember what a Wing Edge is. I don't think it's important. And the Robe of Lords, it's not important to the level 1 Ozma challenge, so you don't need to go for that. But, I mean, later on down the road, Protect Ring is very important. I'll probably do the digging on my own time, just so I don't fill stream time with 2.5 hours of nothing but me playing hot and cold. But you are going to want to be doing this first Chocobo Forest as much as possible, because there's a limit to the amount of Chocographs you can get. I believe that there are 24 in total, but you can only get some of them at important points of the game. So after you get to, I think, Disc 2, that's when more of them show up. But for now, I think there are only... That's so terrifying. Why did I pick that noise? Okay, I found one. Oh my god. Alright, so I think that's another Chocograph. You can not only get Chocographs, you can get Chocograph... Oh, 500 gil, that also is a big one. So here we go. Mene tells you that Choco can't find Chocographs anymore. And if you try to play again, Mene will tell you in the dialogue, no more Chocographs are here, and then asks if you still want to play. I'm not going to play, but just to show you what it looks like. So, got 469 points. Awesome. Only thing I can really pick up is this ether. Meh. So, well, now when you leave, Choco goes with you. And the final thing I'm probably going to do is go buy stuff and then save back here. So now you can just run around freely. You don't have to do the joystick trick. And the next time that I stream, I'll go over that again. I'm hoping that the Dragon Gate doesn't close. I believe that it does close. Yeah, okay, good. I mean, I can't complain. Got everything that I need. So, this is the guy you want to talk to. Yes, I want to buy your everything. Thank you. And you can only go up to 99 of an item. Silence, Petrify, Venom, Darkness. And I have a good stock of most of them. Yeah. So I'll round it off to an even 20 Phoenix Downs. Hey, look at that! 4,000 gold! Boom! I'm so happy. I can buy more Phoenix Downs. I can only buy 40 more Phoenix Downs. So this was where my save slots differed. I did not know if I had enough Phoenix Downs on Earth to make it through, because the next zone is horrifying. But I'll risk it. For the biscuit. Biscuits are good. According to Deli, they're great with gravy, too. So, there's Streamside as well. This one's an obvious one. And once you activate it, it shows you the still image of the Chocograph you're looking for in particular. So, obviously, I am by stream. It's going to be like right here. Look at that, I found it already. Whoops. Hey there, Flipsy here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe below. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Twitch so you get updates, and you'll know when I go live. Hope you have a good one.